So by now you have your basic setup and your sound is impeccable. So now we just need to make sure people can see you. No, not like that. In this video, we explore the use of artificial lighting and tips on how best to engage with your audience. Look directly down the lens. In a group chat, it's different. Typically, the camera on your laptop is top center, but you're looking and listening at the person who's bottom left and then maybe top right. We're all doing it. We get used to it. It's not a problem. However, when it comes to teaching, it's important to try and connect and engage with your audience as much as possible. And talking down the lens is a really good start. Sometimes, depending on the device you're using, it's easy to be distracted by watching your own video or even losing sight of exactly where the camera is. So very often I use a sticky note to remind me where I should be looking. I also have a smiley drawn on it to remind me to smile. Don't underestimate smiling. Body language also helps. Moving your hands, facial expressions, just like in person. So it's important to get yourself seen. And so, of course, background and lighting play a huge part in this. In the setup video, I've already reminded you not to sit with your back to a window. You'll most likely turn into a silhouette or very close. Then all of those facial expressions will be lost. So whether you go for the simplicity of a plain wall or books, you need to be well lit. In my case, the backdrop blocks the natural light in the room, and the LED ceiling lights create harsh shadows, so I have no option but to use additional lighting. So I have two lights, one to point at me and one to diffuse any shadows behind me. I would say the first is essential and the second is a nice to have. And you can experiment with lighting as much as you like, create the mood or effect that you're after. The key point is this: unless you work for the Edinburgh Dungeon, flat, even lighting is what you're going for. Beware of reflections if you wear glasses. They can be frustrating to you and to your audience. Offset lighting is the way to go. Dimmers. Both the lights I'm using have dimmers which regulate the strength and the colour of the light independently. These are helpful in getting a natural balance somewhere between the Ice Queen from Narnia or Too Long on the Sunbed. So experiment. In fact, experimenting before a call is highly recommended. Makeup, for example, can look completely different under different lighting. So experiment and try things out just to make sure that you don't get an effect that you weren't anticipating. My small light is powered by battery or USB, which means I have a few options if I need to plug it into a power source. Alternatively, I can use it on its own, and on a full charge, it'll last several hours. Plenty for an online workshop. It also doubles as a mobile location light, which makes it doubly useful and extra value for money. The second one is also mains and battery, but it's more suited to a fixed location. Either way, don't get stuck with a light which relies entirely on batteries. Even LED lights can be power hungry, and that could be costly in the long run.